Hi. In a previous video, I explained what a capital contribution to a company is. I also get the question, how much should the capital contribution that I make to my company be? So I'm going to give you some tips in this video to answer that question for yourself. So first, just to briefly summarize, what is a capital contribution? A capital contribution is a financial investment made by an owner in an LLC. The owners are called members of a company. And the capital contribution can be in the form of cash, it can be in the form of property, or even services. We sometimes call that sweat equity. Basically, the capital contribution is the initial capital contribution is the amount that the owners contribute to the company, take from their personal funds and put into the company bank account to fund the initial operations of the company. The amount of capital contribution for an LLC or a corporation can vary greatly, and there's no set standard to determine what the amount of the capital contribution for your company should be. The factors that are going to be involved are the size and type of the company, the type of business that the company does, the number of the owners, the cost of the initial needs of the company, the cost of labor if people are going to have to be hired before revenue is being brought in. Sometimes capital contributions are made not necessarily initially, but on an as-needed basis because the company might not need funds at the beginning, but the company might need funds kind of after they get going. So let me give you a few examples so you can get a better idea as to how to figure out the amount of capital contribution that you should contribute to your LLC. So let's say we have an LLC that has 3 members and it's a consulting firm. And initially, the 3 members each have a couple of referrals, referred work that they're going to be bringing. And so they really don't need that, they initially believe they're going to have some revenue and they don't have a lot of expenses. So those 3 members might have very nominal capital contributions, like $100 to the company. Let's say, however, that same company needs to have a website developed. Website development can be very expensive. And so each of those members might say they're going to each contribute $10,000, let's say, to the company to pay for the website development. Then let's suggest that those members not only need the website developed, but they need to rent commercial office space. So they're going to have the expense of the website, but also the expense of an initial security deposit and several months of initial payments on the lease so that they can have in reserve to make sure that the company can pay its rent for the first couple of months. So that those needs are going to greatly increase the amount that the members need to initially put into the company. As you can see, the answer to that question is dependent on the precise circumstances of your situation. When you hire Taylor Legal, we'll help you walk through these questions to make it a lot easier for you to answer them for yourself. Thank you.